They tell you a protest is about showing up, but stepping into the street represents the active manifestation of democracy in motion. The power to voice dissent is explicitly guaranteed by Article 19 of the Indian Constitution, which protects your freedom of speech, expression, and peaceful assembly. Exercising that right without knowing the surrounding legal framework turns a citizen into a vulnerable target. Democracy requires physical presence, yet walking into a protest without legal preparation creates inherent risks. The state holds a competing mandate, maintaining public order. When large crowds gather, authorities have an arsenal of tools to push back. This map visualizes the scale of digital suppression. In 2025 alone, authorities severed local coordination by shutting down the internet 65 separate times across India. On the ground, physical blockades are enforced through the new Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita, or BNSS. Under Section 163, which replaces the old Section 144, police can issue prohibitory orders to legally block a peaceful march. We saw these specific rules deployed against prominent movements, like climate activist Sonam Wangchuk's Chalo Sansad March, resulting in mass detentions before participants could reach their destination. When you face digital blackouts and Section 163 barricades, your only armor is knowing exactly where police authority legally ends. Article 19 is not absolute. The Constitution limits your freedoms to protect sovereignty or maintain public order. But public order can escalate. The new Bharatiya Nagarik Sanhita introduces Section 152, the modern equivalent of sedition, as an extreme tool against dissent. Because the line between a minor public order violation and a severe charge like sedition is often subjectively enforced, understanding the precise mechanical rules of a lawful arrest is vital for survival. India has overhauled its criminal justice system. The old Code of Criminal Procedure is gone, replaced entirely by the BNSS. This code establishes the specific procedural boundaries required for a detention to remain legally valid. For a warrantless arrest during a protest, authorities must meet strict criteria based on the severity of the offense and necessity to prevent further crime. The BNSS integrates digital tracking directly into the procedure, mandating electronic documentation for every arrest to prevent suspects from vanishing into the system. And to protect the physical well-being of the accused while in custody, the law strictly requires mandatory medical examinations. Every arrest now functions as a rigid, digitally tracked checklist that the state is legally bound to execute perfectly. The moment that checklist begins, you possess immediate, actionable procedural shields to counter police overreach. The first is the arrest memo. This document must contain the exact time of arrest, the officer's identification, and details about the charge. Your countersignature on this memo officially starts the clock on your detention. Under Section 187 of the BNSS, you hold the right to legal representation during interrogation. This shield is designed specifically to prevent coerced confessions and protect against self-incrimination. This diagram illustrates the strict 24-hour rule. Police face a non-negotiable deadline. They must present a detained citizen before a magistrate within 24 hours of the initial arrest. These procedural shields force immediate accountability. They tick down the clock on the state's window of unchecked custody. But beneath these procedural codes runs the foundational operating system of all Indian law, the Constitution. Above every statute sits Article 21, the ultimate overarching protection of your life and personal liberty. Paired with it is Article 22, which grants specific protections against arbitrary arrest and detention. These rights outrank any local procedural loophole a police officer might attempt to use. State powers may expand, and criminal codes like the BNSS may be updated to include advanced digital surveillance, but these core constitutional articles remain inviolable. The state updates its software, but the Constitution remains the unbreakable hardware. Knowing your rights allows you to participate in democracy, stay peaceful, and stand entirely protected.